Bluetooth connected.
Well, a very good morning and welcome along to live football action. This is a massive clash coming up in the boys under 17 clash in the Reliance Foundation Youth Sports 2025-2026. Coming to you live from the Kachapara Stadium in Kolkata is Maden Football Academy Foundation taking on the unstoppable Bengal Football Academy. It's 2v1 in this massive tie. Making up at the 10:30 kickoff at the Kachapara Stadium. Nearly all set for the two teams. Venture out in the field and expect 90 minutes of high quality football action.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time for the final group matches of Season 8 of Reliance Foundation Youth Sports Football Tournament 2025-26 in Kolkata. It's a beautiful day here at Kachrapara Railway Stadium. On a final day of the Reliance Foundation Tournament in Kolkata, in the first match of the day, we will be witnessing the last group matches in the boys under 17 category between Maden Football Academy Foundation versus Bengal Football Academy.
There you have it. Massive clash here in the Season 8 of the Reliance Foundation Youth Sports.
It's time to welcome the match officials and teams onto the field. Come on everyone, let's cheers for the teams.
Well, as the official leads the two sides out in the middle, it's Maden Football Academy Foundation in their blue and yellow kit, led by their skipper Ajoy Murmu and Samir Sardar for Bengal Football Academy, as we're nearly set for this massive clash. The Bengal Football Academy absolutely flawless in their game so far, unbeaten, not dropping points, scoring goals aplenty, and conceding just the one goal. And as for Maden Football Academy Foundation,
the national anthem.
2 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
Well, as the national anthem brings around the Kachapara Railway Station Stadium, here we are all but
We will
set.
now have the team handshakes.
As the team handshakes take place, we'll bring you the team news very shortly. There's great respect shown pre-match between the two teams. The officials will bring the two captains together very shortly to make sure this is a fair, clean, crisp game of football coming to you live. Well, for those watching live on the Reliance Foundation Youth Sports YouTube channel, I welcome you all as I'm Suraj, your commentator for this game here, and I cannot wait.
May I request the
Start of
captain and
kickoff.
match officials for the coin toss.
The officials bring in the two skippers out there in the middle. Ajoy Murmu, the number 10 for Maden Football Academy Foundation. And as for Bengal Football Academy, their left back, their skipper, Samir Sardar. Great respect shown between the two skippers, and I'm sure we'll see them going head to head at some point during the game. Attack versus defense will be very, very key there, as Bengal Football Academy have been absolutely unstoppable. Bringing the team news very shortly. Bengal Football Academy's head coach Govind Saha.
Thank you to the officials and both team captains. It's now time for the match to begin. Let's make some noise. All the best to both teams.
Well, the pre-match formalities in the bag now. We're all but set for the start of kickoff now. The team news coming to you very shortly. Two interesting shouts there from both coaches in terms of structure and shape. A few tinkering in terms of personnel as well. Maden Football Academy Foundation, can they pull off a huge upset here? Second best team in the boys under 17 division, going up against Bengal Football Academy, who've been absolutely flawless. Something's got to give. Maden Football Academy Foundation with coach Amit Shah and head coach Devraj Chatterjee, with a strong lineup with Avjit Haldar, the goalkeeper, Anik Sarkar, Bijay Tudu, Deep Das, Anuruddha Sarkar, Sumit Ram, Vidyut Roy, Sujit Sulu, Ajoy Murmu, the skipper, and Samiran Mondar with Anik Sikadar as the starting 11 with plenty of options on the bench for the head coach. Bengal Football Academy coach Govind Saha not making too many changes with his side, roaring through oppositions. Arnab Roy, the goalkeeper, Kyum Sahaji, who's been amongst the goals, skipper Samir Sardar, Rangan Barua in midfield alongside Joe Saren, Tagin Saren, Takurdar Hansta at the back, Sudhit Sarkar in the front, Samir Munda, Shrikanta Saren and Sahib to complete the starting 11 with plenty of options for coach Govind Saha to come off the bench likes of Emmanuel, Sahil, Abrir, Rajshekhar, Dibjit Datta and Arif Mondal. Bengal Football Academy are already in their position. They're ready to go. Nothing's been able to stop them so far. Will Maden Football Academy Foundation be the side to finally take some points off them? This is 4 wins out of 4 for Bengal Football Academy in their all-white kit. Getting ready for the start of things here. I'll take you through what I see in terms of shape and structure, in terms of how both teams are looking to line up. At the back, very clear before kickoff. Very interesting to see number 9, Subhadeep Sardar, starting on the right-hand side in the early stages, but expect him to drift infield with that front 3. Very, very potent. Bahaji and Sahib in the flanks. Subhadeep Sardar as the centre forward. And of course, Shrikanta Saren in the number 10 position, who scored an absolute cracker against Mohammedan Sporting Club. At the Maden Football Academy Foundation, this is an opportunity to really put on a performance here. Get one of the big scalps. Get everybody to sit up and take notice. Final checks nearly complete. Bengal Football Academy coming back for a 3-0 victory against Mohammedan Sporting Club. Them that perfect base to keep going from strength to strength. All but confirmed their spot as top of the table, being absolutely unstoppable. 12 points for them. As for Maden Football Academy Foundation, 7 points with 2 wins, 1 draw and 1 loss for them. Stage is set here for a cracking 90 minutes. I cannot wait for the start of kickoff here. And then Football Academy Foundation, do they have it in them to pull off an upset here against the table toppers, the unstoppable force in Bengal Football Academy? Now, for those watching live on the Reliance Foundation Youth Sports YouTube channel, do put in the live chat. What do you think the full-time score will be as Bengal Football Academy in their all-white kit kick things off from left to right? Expect them to have a fast start here. They have been ruthless. They have been relentless. No team's been able to take points off them. Such a well-drilled, well-oiled machine that head coach Govind Saha has got here. 1-11. So much strength. Just conceded the 1 goal so far as goalkeeper Arnab Roy. Been called into action a couple of times. He's made sure that even with the limited amount of action that he finds himself in, the concentration levels very, very high. The eagle-eyed ref just making sure that no yards are stolen there on the throw-in. Samir Munda waiting to take his throw-in. ball in. Great bit of control down the right-hand side. Saib looks to whip the ball in, but very good defending. Made sure that he prevented the corner. It's out for a goal kick. The wing player of Bengal Football Academy is scintillating at times. That's where Maden Football Academy Foundation will have to make sure that they almost double up. Wingers for the boys in blue will have to make sure that they do track the runners, don't allow their fullbacks to be isolated. Pinch forward and suddenly on the attack. Too heavy there on the pass. Sujit down the left-hand side for Maden Football Academy Foundation. Keeper Ajay Murmu leading the line. Good touch here, putting pressure here early on for Bengal Football Academy. Youngster generally very comfortable on the ball. He did not take any chances in the early stages. That will be a really good battle here. Two guys you see on the screen, Ajay Murmu and Akradas Hansda. Vidyut will take the throw in. Good bit of control there from Sarkar. Cross the ball into the box, try to hit that with power rather than direction. Out for a goal kick too. Been a measured start from both teams, having decent opportunities. On the right-hand side, we'll get those crosses into the box. Nabroy, previous game against Maden Sporting Club. It looked like a comfortable result in the end, but at 1-0, pulled off a magnificent save. Keep the score at 1-0, and from there on, Bengal Football Academy just went strength to strength. That midfield pairing of Josaren and Angan Barua have been absolutely magnificent in terms of balance, structure, the quality that they bring. It's something that Maden Football Academy Foundation will have to make sure that the midfield of Bengal Football Academy don't have too much time on the ball. The pressure has to be relentless. The two ball players. It has been in charge of the throw-ins. Sarkar cushions it. Did it again. Clever pass, but surely offside. It's been a decent start so far. Credit to Maden Football Academy Foundation coach Nibra Chatterjee will be happy with the start here. 3 minutes on the clock. Not been overawed by the opposition. Play their natural game as a big switch comes out to the right hand side. What a pass! That is nearly, very nearly fine. Sardar peeled up down the right hand side. No nonsense defending. One taken into the box. Might get another bite of the cherry here. Good defending. Last touch. Comes off. Tracker there. Very good defending. Right start here. The Football Academy are trying to just concentrate their attacks. Mostly on the right hand side in the early stages. Debra Chatterjee for Maden Football Academy have made sure that they are strong and solid in the early stages, not concede an early goal. Almost feels like with Bengal Football Academy's defense, cannot be goal down early on. Ooh, there's a ball forward, surely offside. Joy Murmu, a little too eager to get there. The ball was played early on, needed to just time his run slightly better. That's a good avenue for Maden Football Academy Foundation. The defenders wide playing a high line. The ball over the top and create a bit of problems. And the ball forward, well defended. They pick up the loose ball though. Strike from distance. And he cuts across it. He's always traveling wide. And Barua, the midfield maestro, sat up nicely. Good bit of control. Just tries to slice that. Trying to build out the back here. Very solid so far from Maden Football Academy. Anik with the throw in. They've disrupted the rhythm and the flow. Fully expected this when you see teams 1 and 2 going head to head. Teams get a lot tighter, the margins a lot thinner. Almost feel like games such as this might just be decided by the solitary goal, but things can change very, very quickly on the football pitch. Keeper with the throw. And the switch is on here. Decided to just keep the ball short. The seconds are in. Now clips the long ball. He nearly finds his teammate there, Samir. Samir is bombing down the right-hand side with the right back. It's going to be a nightmare for the left-hand side for Maden Football Academy Foundation, especially with the runs that Shubhadev Sardar is making. Samir making those runs as well. It's going to be critical, absolutely critical. The boys in blue defend the wide areas with numbers. They've been stopping the supply so far. Very tight and cagey encounter. Both keepers. Spectators so far, but expect them to be called into action in the blink of an eye. Good first touch. Bit of contact there. The referee was in a good enough position alongside the linesman. Sardar felt that it warranted a foul. Goalkeeper Abhijit Haldar looking to keep a clean sheet against this potent attack. Expecting everybody in the back four, midfield, and the forwards press well and defend as a team. The old adage stays. Defending starts from the front. The pressure and the pressing the front three employ pretty much determines how the rest of the team are in terms of structure. We're stopping the attacks at source here. Good work there from Anik Sikdar. He's made to take this over. He's had a busy start here in terms of the zones and the runs he's made. Just clip the ball in there, Saib. Sardar. And they are packing that right-hand side, aren't they? Here's Josaren. Clever pass. Just looking to shift around to the left-hand side. Good bit of football there, but asking a little too much down the left-hand side. Here's Sardar, the left back. You'll see him making those runs down the left-hand side all match long. He's got a terrific engine in him. Left back keeps bombing on, keeps making those runs. Makes their wide areas all the more potent on both sides. In the second ball here, Saib shifts around to the left-hand side. Now can push and run here. Good of defending. Is that a corner? Yes, it is. Once again, the wide areas for Bengal Football Academy. Concentrating their attacks. Started off on the right, now looking to just shift the attack down the left-hand side. 1-0 for Bengal Football Academy. Critical that Maden Football Academy Foundation defend the set pieces here. An open play. Football Academy have not found the solutions yet. Sardar, the skipper, with his right foot, brings this one in. It's cleared off, and it might be take two, but it's prevented the corner. In the second ball, they keep the ball alive. In tight areas, doing very well. Oh, it's an outrageous bit of skill that somehow keep balance. But very good defending, just jockeys them out for a goal kick. The 10th start, expecting nothing less. Maden Football Academy Foundation. Very, very crucial from their point of view to just keep things solid. They're struggling in the forward areas. The Murmu's header should be taken. He does have the height, so expect a lot of knockdowns for the wing players. Sujit on that left-hand side needs to be ready to make the run. Keeps it short. Here's Josaren. Bobbles around awkwardly. Surface is a challenge for the players. They have to try and combat it, as it's same for both teams. That's the second foul throw there. It has to be cut out that mistake. 10 minutes on the clock. The goalkeepers yet to be tested. A lot of interesting battles happening out there in the middle, though. And just step forward. That takes care of the situation. Beautiful control there. And looking for the immediate switch. There's a lot of space there. Had time to drive. Oh, he's caught dawdling on the ball here. Brilliant bit of skill here. He's bearing down on goal. He's through on goal with his left-footed effort, and it's just wide. Well, just like that. In the 10 minutes, there's very little happening, but you cannot. A wrong side. Qiyum Sahaji dawdle on the ball. tricky winger who was relentless with his pressure, and he expected the net to bulge with the quality of finishing that he has displayed throughout this tournament so far. Samir will clear. That came out of absolutely nothing. Centre backs will be a lot more wary now. There might be offside. He isn't. Just about stays on. Beautiful first touch, but just gets away from him. Try to pushing that down there, Sarkar. Not to turn in midfield. Puts the ball forward to Sardar. And immediately stopped at the source. Last touch comes off the attacker. That chance would have just woken up the Maden Football Academy Foundation defenders. It doesn't take much in terms of the opposition. Clean done then. Just have to make sure that the throw-ins are spot on here. We've seen a couple of foul throws. The boys in blue. Textbook throw-in with good distance, but not finding his teammate. And the first ball, now the chase is on here. Ajay Murmu's got the real pace down the left-hand side. Got the attributes. Sujit immediately throws down, but he wins the second ball. They're looking to just bend his run to stay on side. With a bit of help. He win the ball here. Immediately punted forward. They're looking to just take control of the situation, and he does. Not looking to play out the back, but they just hand the possession here. Struggling to keep the ball in Football Academy Foundation. Make sure that the midfield pairing of Kar and Bedio just keep the ball, have a few touches, and try and link up with short passes. Oh, beautiful bit of skill there from Sardar. That forward. There's Hanstab. Trying to break the lines. He gets another bite of the cherry, but overhits the pass. Number 10, Shrikanta Saren. He's got a rocket off the right foot. We saw that in the previous game against Hamadan Sporting Club. Outside the box, finding the top corner in sensational fashion. Good turn, tries a reverse pass, well defended. Strengthened numbers here for Maden Football Academy Foundation. Northwood bounce, has to judge this. Nicely done there from Sujit, but he will be outnumbered. He's battling very well. Sagan takes care of the situation. Takes the ball and gets the throw in. Heavy touch there, trying to just cushion that down, Murmu. Chance, good header. Second ball, very critical. Cleared away. Knocked on by Sharkar. Clever clip pass, but chance taken defensively. We'll battle in midfield now. First header. First touch there. Can he slide the ball through? There's an option to try and just slip the ball through down the right-hand side, but Deep decides to have a punt from distance. The instruction from both coaches will be more the same. Coach Govinda Saha will be urging his team start knocking the ball around with a lot more confidence, start getting the team involved. With the skipper coming further immediately. A good idea in terms of the pass, but well intercepted. Defensive structure has been very solid. Now striding out the back. That's a lovely bit of play. There's Rangan Barua. Very good pass, but he can't find Subhadip Sardar. Excellent defending there at the back. And Anik at the back will have to be asked with making those interceptions and clearances all throughout the match. There's Joe Soren. Finds Rangan Barua. Sahib shifts it onto the left-hand side. There's Samir Sardar. Right-footed ball into the box. Oh, he's taken a bit of a chance, but shows incredible composure under pressure. Able to keep the ball here. Wave after wave of attacks. Cross into the box. First header is one, cleared away. And keeping the air here from the sideline. Second ball, so important in football. You win the first, but it's all about that second and third ball where it get very interesting if you break the press. Rifle forward. Clever there from Tribe, just leaning into him to make sure that he can get forward and win the ball back. Again, drive sword from the back. Brilliant bit of play there from the centre half. Shrikanta Soren shifts it onto the right-hand side. Takes the long route across here. Rangan Barua, the centre midfielder, finding himself at right wing. There from Barua, he's caught in a cul-de-sac. He's lost out there. Very good defending. Here's Sujit for Maden Football Academy Foundation. Again, asking a lot from his skipper. He bends his run brilliantly here. Here's Ajay Murmu. He's waiting for a bit of support. Needs to hold up the ball. He decides to put in the cross. Anybody in the box. And that's a good avenue for Maden Football Academy Foundation. Asking your centre forward to run the channels. He's got the pace. Needs to be a little bit more supported from his forward cast. And then Mondal down the right-hand side. Sujit has been operating on the left. Made away by Bijoy. Should be comfortable there for Arnab Roy. That's a beautiful first touch there from Rangan Barua. Ups and down from the sky with effortless ease. On the left-hand side now. To turn. On the left, immediately closed down. Good pressure. Joe has another bite of the cherry there. Nick on the other hand. And it's the foul. Free kick for Bengal Football Academy. Joe Soren. He's going to be taking charge of the set pieces in the early stages. The number 6. And from open play, Bengal Football Academy. Unable to create much, but they did have an excellent chance. Hume Haji bearing down on goal after his own work, closing down the centre half. Find the target on that occasion as Soren on his left foot puts the ball in. Interesting ball. Cleared away. And the last touch, might have come out of Shrikanta Soren's head, and it's out for a goal kick. Coach Debra Chatterjee will be very, very happy in terms of the defence his team have displayed. There, looking to turn. Fragmented bits of play here on the right hand side. Oh, Sada does very well. Oh, brilliant bit of play, like a battering ram. He keeps going. And it's just about stopped in the last action. With Sada, explosive bit of play there from the number 9. Touches where the centre half, if you're not on your toes and aggressive, and the forward can run all over you. Brilliant again from Subhadip Sardar. He's been a real problem on the right-hand side, but he can't find the pass. Maden Football Academy Foundation, can they launch an attack here? It's the header forward. Chance here, maybe. Arnab Roy was making the run forward, but his centre-half sergeant decides to take matters into his own hands. Clear that out of danger. Good play there from Sujit, though. Just off the shoulder. Not having too much on it. Well, 20 minutes on the clock. 0-0 the scoreline here at the Kachapara Stadium in Kolkata. Match week 3, the Reliance Foundation Youth Sports Kolkata leg. Exciting fixtures, some very one-sided ones as well. That is with the quality of some of the teams when they step on the pitch. Shoulders against their opposition, but football is a great leveler. You can forget about what happened in the past games. Forget about the team sheet and team news and whether or not they are superior on paper. All about getting done. Ooh, what a great pass that is on the right-hand side to Shubhadev Sardar. Twisting and turning, takes an extra touch, goes around the outside, puts the ball back into the box with the cutback. Well defended. And he's almost expecting one of his centre midfielders to just be center of the edge of the box. Waiting for that cutback and try and have a strike from about 18 yards. Pressure applied. Well, the Bengal Football Academy having possession and territory. Something that Maden Football Academy Foundation will not mind whatsoever. Number of shots on target, clear-cut opportunities. One so far, which came from an error though. Beautiful footwork there, but he's closed down immediately. Very blessed with some of the defending. The lads in blue. And ball bobbles awkwardly. Oh, what a crunching challenge that was. No prisoners taken there from Hansda. Going to escape a yellow card there. Oof, that could have ended very differently. And ball bobbles awkwardly. He's picked up the ball on the right-hand side here. Can he get a strike away? And it's 1-0! How about that? Absolutely brilliant from deep down the right-hand side. And after soaking up all the pressure, it's Maden Football Academy Foundation with a shock lead here at the Kasaragod Stadium. Brilliant bit of play here. First touch is excellent. Again, the ball sits up nicely, clips the post, and it beats Arnab Roy. That is a cracking finish. Well, what a twist in the tail this has been now. Absolutely brilliant. Well, you never know. You never know what can happen on the pitch, and in the blink of an eye, things turn so quickly. Deep with a tremendous goal. He had to do it by his lonesome. Backed himself in terms of confidence and ability. What a terrific goal that was. Halfway through the first half, was there an upset on the cards here? The Bengal Football Academy have just conceded the one goal in the season so far. 4 games that they've played just shows you what kind of strong team they are at the back. Fantastic work from Maden Football Academy Foundation. They have not been overwrought by the situation. They've played their game. They've soaked up the pressure. One clear-cut opportunity they get. Absolutely take advantage of it. Brilliant stuff. Shubhadev Sardar has had a right start to the game, looking for the switch of play down the left-hand side. What a pass, what a run this is down the left-hand side. Just ushers him away. Any means necessary. Get the goal kick here. You can see that pride they take in their defensive work. Joy and Anik, number 4 and number 5. And a rock at the back so far. The 25th minute here. Win the first ball. And all over the Bengal Football Academy player there, Sahib. We'll have to try and solve this puzzle here. Shangan Barua looks for the switch. To keep things a lot shorter and crisper in terms of their passes. Head coach Govinda Saha will view this as a very good test. Often taken the lead and just dominated from strength to strength. Now there's a game where they have to come from behind. On the left-hand side, well defended. Second ball again, defending. Murmud does well. Finds it down the left-hand side. First touch. And that under control, and goal scorer Deep hammers that down the right-hand side and turns into a brilliant pass, but he is offside. And Mondal on the right. Gonna have a tricky time against skipper Samir Sardar, but down the left-hand side is where Bengal Football Academy were opened up. It's a great bit of play, but the finish was absolutely brilliant. No angle really. Roy, with great composure, trying to build out the back. They've played a high line there. Trusted their defense. Under 20 minutes plus normal time remaining in this first half. Maden Football Academy Foundation. Just about the perfect situation here. We'll have a long way to go though. Can manage to keep a clean sheet in the first half. It will give them confidence knowing that try and go out and get the second. The second goal will be needed, that's for sure. That is something that Coach Devra Chatterjee will be urging his boys not just to sit down on their 1-0 lead, make sure that we are having a counter-attacking threat. Central areas now. Lovely bit of skill just to shift the ball. He's got the expansive pass. Well, that's been the theme here from Bengal Football Academy. Trying to force it rather than be a bit more pragmatic in their passes. With Halder, take his time. Understanding that clean sheet here will be very important. And long ball forward, hunted by Sagan. Nice 1-2 here. Nice the ball to break kindly. And awesome move here from the lads in white. To the right hand side. Here's Sadar. Not accurate there to try and find Vikanta Soren. And now, in Football Academy Foundation, you can see what they're trying to do here. Hit with pace. Hit the long ball into the channels. Ask skipper Ajoy Murmu to run those channels. Run the centre halves ragged. Never passed, but well intercepted. Very good first touch there by Joe Soren. The ball back, shifts it onto the left-hand side. Looking to cross into the box. It's well defended. Bengal Football Academy, from their point of view, a must-win game for them. 4 wins out of 4. 16 their goal difference, mind you. Having just conceded 1 goal. This showcases what a strong outfit they are. Chance here, and they do pinch the ball here. Ajay Murmu might be through on goal. Could look to the pass. It's Sujit. He waits, delays. It's Ajay Murmu. It's just over. Well, great bit of play. Calmly done. They pick the right passes on both occasions. Sujit does the right thing here. He commits play down the left-hand side, lays it off to his skipper Ajay Murmu on his left foot, having his first real strike at goal. And that's another warning shot fired at Bengal Football Academy. The 2-0, things would have gotten very, very interesting. Bengal were not able to keep the touch here. Either way, forward. Run down the line, down the left-hand side. Oh, great bit of play, but he might have just gone out of play first. Play here in the central areas. They're looking for the long switch early on. Able to find solutions here. Bengal Football Academy. They have been free scoring. Always come against an opposition. They're very difficult to break down. And Maden Football Academy Foundation have just played pretty much perfect 30 minutes here. Might have not been favourites heading into this game for kickoff. But great tactical instruction and application can make you real rival team that are favourites. And that one pretty much sums up first half an hour for Bengal Football Academy. Ball taken. There to win the header. He does very well to shift it down the right hand side. The first touch is brilliant. Oh, just looking, manufacture a bit of room, get the shot away. Lovely touch, went for the pass. Saib does very well. Rangan Barua, then misplaced pass. Once you see the likes of Barua and Joseren not having the control, that's football, isn't it? Like every other sport. It'll be the best of one day, but brings you straight back down to earth. The next game, Bengal Football Academy still have plenty of time. There's another counter-attacking opportunity here. Sujit down the left-hand side has been found, and he is onside. Now waiting for a bit of support. Skipper arrives on the senior. Ajay Murmu chops on his left foot. Murmu with the strike, well blocked. Will pick up the second ball though. Sujit has been a constant threat down the left-hand side. Lovely bit of play, breezes past, ball sits up, and he looks for the top corner. Slices that. Up for a goal kick, but that is applauded once again. You can hear that from the bench. Really being appreciated, the forward play. Well, for all the defending that Indian Football Academy Foundation have had, scored the goal, had a great chance. Ajay Murmu with his left-footed strike over the crossbar. It showcases they're very much on it here. Switched on, they want to win this with 3 points here. The old saying goes, no matter how you start, it's all about how you end, how you finish, and how those kind of learnings can be taken forward. Front forward, well defended. Sardar shifts it onto the right hand side. Here's Saib. Ball into the box, well defended. Majoy going around side, making sure he defends the wide areas too. That's what happens, isn't it, when you see your centre halves having to defend those wide areas, not just stay in the central positions. Decent click on, should be able to clear, and they do. And shift it. Throws him too much of the ball there. Kantasare not able to bring that under control and just catches the shin. Should be okay to continue here. Long punt forward with 10 minutes plus added on time remaining in this first half. A free-flowing game in terms of action on the pitch. Nobroy, very confident in his ability. to the pass on to the left-hand side. Now driving forward, decent first touch, cleared away by Vijay. Decent header. He's spotting a foul there. For a high boot or just catching the opposition. Either way, the referee, perfect spot. Decent quick on header, cleared away. Be a throw in for Bengal Football Academy. They'll be looking to create decent opportunity before the end of the first half. Here's Saib. Oh, he's been crunched there. It's a late challenge. It might be a yellow card as well. He's gone lunging in. Good bit of trickery there from Saib down the right-hand side. And yeah, that is a blatant foul. Immediately, you could see him recognize that was a challenge that he probably shouldn't have made. Closer in. Set piece here as Joe Saran shifts the ball into the box. It's a brilliant delivery, hits the crossbar. Save's been made and the foul's been given. Well, you do expect protection on the goalkeeper, but that bit of delivery there from Joe Saran was absolutely perfect. The header bobbled, hits the crossbar. Goalkeeper's very brave there, Vijay Haldar. He had to go charging in. That is a very good header there from Samir. It was awkward. He goes lunging in. Oh, that was so close. Touch of fortune there for Maden Football Academy Foundation. They'll feel that they've earned a bit of luck, considering how well they've defended. As a bit of treatment will be administered to Avijit Haldar. That's the life of a goalkeeper, isn't it? You've got to have to throw yourself in harm's way and prevent goals. But that header from Samir, coming from a brilliant delivery by Joe Saran, right on the money, right on the forehead of Samir, who directs his header very well, and great to see Avijit Haldar back on his feet. Fitness added on time. That injury, the first bit of stoppage that we've seen in this match so far. Otherwise, it's been a free-flowing contest. Joy wins the header. Cleared that in forward areas, looking to twist and turn. Great play there by Kim Sahaji. Oh, it's a crunching talent there. This time he gets it absolutely spot on. Not holding back at the challenges, and rightfully so. The left-footed ball in, well closed down. Sarkar comes across. The pairing of Sarkar and Vidyut for Maden Football Academy Foundation have put a lot of work in terms of their defensive solidity. And they do very well to protect the ball. Now for a goal kick. 5 minutes for stoppage time remain at the Kachipara Stadium in Kolkata. Lovely touch there. Cut down nicely, shifted onto the right-hand side. Again, Saib looks to drill that ball in, takes a deflection and out for a corner. This is where Maden Football Academy Foundation have to be switched on here. The previous set piece nearly led into an equalizer. Joe Saran's quality deliveries are a cause of concern for the boys in blue. And get this spot on here. Into the box. It's a brilliant goal. It's punched away by Avijit. Range is still not cleared. Goes down immediately there. That is terrific ball. He's rid the challenge nicely. Very strong play here. Not letting up here. Fantastic work. And on the counter-attack, Ajay Murmu looking to just keep that forward. They defended very well. On the left, cross comes in. Decent ball. Header. Should be a comfortable gather. It isn't. And on the second attempt, Avijit held very well. Ball just slipping through his grasp. Good header. Number 10, Shrikanta Soren. Straight at him, but fantastic work in terms of getting back on his feet and making amends. What a pass that is from Roy. Situation. Shift down the left-hand side. He wins the first challenge. Has to break through, and the strength in numbers there from Maden Football Academy Foundation has been first class here. They've defended very resolutely. 3 minutes plus stoppage time remain here. Shifting the ball down the left-hand side, breaks through one challenge. Forward on the left-hand side. Might look to shoot from distance. Decides to keep the ball. The wise move. Very strong play there from the centre forward Sagan, who has tried to venture forward. Shows a great bit of composure and then drills it from distance. A shot on target. Quite the venom on it, but comfortably gathered by Avijit Haldar. In centre half, taking charge of the situation. Great feet, the drag back. And you see that from tricky wingers and forwards. Centre half showing that very much capable of doing that himself, and then rifle that effort on target. Into the box, Avijit just about well enough, and I think the offside flag would be raised. Yep. He's making the run slightly early there. Shrikanta Soren. Minutes per stoppage time remain here. Maden Football Academy Foundation have pretty much played the perfect half here. They've rode their luck on a couple of occasions. Raji had a chance where he's bearing down on goal for a mistake from the centre half. There's Samir's header coming off the crossbar. From that, defensively, they've done some fantastic work. They feel they fully merit the lead heading into half-time. The job's still not done here. Concentration levels must be elite. Brilliant play there. Finds a couple of challenges and nearly spoons the perfect pass here. Defender leaves it to his keeper, and he does well. Just crunching in. Arnaboy is back on his feet. Great to see that. The combination play, but they've used the ball. See a handball? No, it isn't. The referee in a good position. 1 minute of normal time. Expecting about 3 minutes. We'll just confirm the stoppage time in the first half. And the switch is on here. Immediately looking to switch it. Good defensive header. Safety first approach. Corner opportunity. Set pieces have been one way for Bengal Football Academy. Soren. Terrific deliveries into the box. Post. You can swing this one in here. All into the box. Perfect delivery again, but wonderful goalkeeping there from Avijit Haldar. Great claim. Takes all the pressure off his team. And he can look to distribute here. It's 2 minutes of added on time. Signaled by the fourth official.
Line in.
Play there. We'll switch onto the right hand side. The ball forward here, Saib immediately puts his head up to find his partner on the left hand side. You can see Subhadip Sardar has been operating all across the front line, both flanks. Wearing the number 10, Shrikanta Saren, almost playing as a false number 9. So Saren loses out. And characteristically sloppy game in midfield from Bengal. From distance. Limping off, but so he should be okay. Three minutes of added on time have been played. One more opportunity before full time here, the half time rather, onto the right hand side. Then Murmu pushes out the cue. Referee has a look at his watch and blows the whistle for the half time here. Maden Football Academy Foundation playing nearly the perfect half of football here as they take a 1-0 lead heading into the half time break. Lead with a fantastic goal nearly halfway through the first half. After absorbing all the pressure, they've done very well. They rode their luck on a couple of times as Bengal Football Academy hit the crossbar with one of the occasions with the set piece. But it's half time at the Kachapara Stadium as Maden Football Academy 1, Bengal Football Academy 0. Well, we'll be back in 15 minutes for the start of the second half. In the meantime, do enjoy the halftime highlights. It's been a tight and cagey affair as both teams have really cancelled each other out in terms of quality. Do enjoy the highlights as I'll see you guys for second half. There you have it. Maden Football Academy Foundation 1-0 at halftime as they look to try and end their campaign with all 3 points against Bengal Football Academy. Yet to lose a match. Is this the game where they suffer their first defeat? As we take you through some of the stats, very tight and cagey affair. Maden Football Academy, just the one shot on target, still had A very good opportunity with Ajay Murmu could have very easily made it 2-0. Chances and shots on target, all in favour of Bengal Football Academy. All the stats in their favour. The most important one right at the top. It's 1-0 at half time. We'll be back for the second half. Do stay tuned. start of second half action here. It's been a tight and tense encounter in the first half. Just the one goal separating the two teams. Then Football Academy Foundation working very hard for their 1-0 lead. Deep the goal scorer in fantastic fashion though. Right on the right hand side, clipping the post and nestling into the back of the net as coach Govind Shah for Bengal Football Academy. Be passing on his tactical instructions to continue their unbeaten run here. They've been 4 wins out of 4. Absolutely perfect in the wins. And in terms of how they have prevented goals, just the 2 goals conceded by the lads in white here throughout the tournament here as they look to try and overturn this first half deficit.
40 seconds.
There you see everybody coming together here for Bengal Football Academy. Wait and see whether or not there are a few tactical tweaks, changes in personnel. Bengal Football Academy absolutely riled up and ready for action here as Coach Govind Shah is making a halftime substitution. Number 33, Devajit Datta coming on. He'll take the pace. Don't expect Coach Devra Chatterjee for Maden Football Academy Foundation to be making any changes at halftime. I'm very pleased to have witnessed that first half in terms of the defensive solidity and the threat they have on the counter-attack. Nothing has stopped them so far. A couple of opportunities for Bengal Football Academy. One from Sahaji, who reached the ball from the centre half and was bearing down on goal down that left-hand side. Couldn't get his effort on target. It was Samir's header from the set piece that tripped the crossbar. Bengal Football Academy already in their shape. Waiting to get the second half up and running here. Very interesting 45 minutes. Coming to you live at the Kachipara Stadium. And we're off and running for the start of the second half. Maden Football Academy Foundation losing the ball here. Their blue and yellow kit. And to keep that clean sheet going here. You have a Devajit Datta coming on at the halftime break for Rangan Barua. Rangan Barua, generally a very trusted midfielder, but didn't have the best of first halves. Devra Chatterjee will be so pleased with the way his team have gone about their business in the first half. He would have said more of the same. Keep that intensity going. Make sure that they try and get that second goal, the cushion that is needed. Sarkar back on his feet. On the right hand side, caught in a cul-de-sac, but now looking to venture forward. Pranab Roy should take care of the situation, and he does. Amasar out of play, wins the first header. It'll be very interesting to see how Bengal Football Academy approach the second half in terms of their intensity. Nice clearance, good header. Deepak Sardar down the left hand side. Has to bring that down on his chest, but goes out of play. Throw in for Maden Football Academy. Another long ball forward should be comfortably gathered by Abhijit Haldar. Not too much to do in terms of shot stopping, but whatever he was tasked to do, did so very well. And chance here down the right-hand side, cut back, big opportunity, and they do have the equalizer. It comes in real quick time. Kolkata Soren gives them the equalizer about 3 minutes into the second half, and whatever Coach Govind Saha said at halftime, clearly working like a treat. Brilliant play down the right-hand side. The cutback was perfect, and Kolkata Soren once again gets himself on the score sheet. Brilliant play down the right-hand side. Shobhadev Sardar does very well. The cutback was perfect. And from unmissable range, Kolkata Soren gets the goal. And there you have it, Coach Govind Saha. Thoroughly pleased. He was punching in there. Into the box, it's cleared away. Now it'll be very interesting to see the approach from Maden Football Academy Foundation. Surely he's offside. Somewhere quite the distance. 4 minutes of the second half as Abhijit Haldar is holding his knee. This is not good news for Maden Football Academy. Arnab Roy rather holding his knee as we take you through the highlights of the equalizer. That perfect ball there from Shobhadev Sardar. Put that on a plate for Kolkata Soren. Unmissable range, and he will pick up a yellow card for that celebration, but he won't mind that whatsoever. Coach Govind Saha getting exactly what he asked for in the second half as Arnab Roy. We'll be hoping that it's okay to continue. He is fine though, sitting back up, should get back onto his feet. One here. Bengal Football Academy showing just why they have such a brilliant record as a strike from distance with the drop ball. Nabra happy to see that third pass, and he'll have to test that knee, whether or not it's okay. As Coach Govind Saha might have to make a sub with his goalkeeper, his number one. Hoping that that isn't the case, with the game now finally poised 5 minutes into the second half. There's Datta, who came on to the second half right at half-time, replacing Rangan Barwal. Immediately finds a nice pass in the midfield area. Now shifts it on to the right-hand side. Bengal Football Academy with renewed optimism now, having gotten the equalizer early into the second half of the offside flag. Forward here again, should be offside. Yes, he is. Being able to bend his run down the left-hand side there, Sujit. Skipper Samir Sardar. We've seen how well they performed in that on the stretch there. They're offside again. They've not been able to bend their runs here. The defensive line held by the Bengal Football Academy defenders, very impressive, very aggressive too, mind you. Holding that high line. A bit of play there to play that between the lines. First time pass shifted onto the left hand side. Good run from out to in, but well defended. the right-hand side. Can he get it? He's done so well there. Has the ball stayed out? I think it might have. Went down the right-hand side, the flanks being used by Bengal Football Academy, which they did pretty early on in the first half. On the right-hand side, they are starting to find a bit more gaps than Debra Chatterjee. Need to make a few tweaks here. They've been only outplayed in the early periods of the second half so far. Now trying to venture forward. Out there from Vidyut, asking a lot out of his skipper, who bends his run really well. He's onside and the ball back into the area. On the left-hand side, you can push and run there. Datta does very well. Great feet. He's come on with a point to prove here. That nicely. Here's the goal scorer. Soren loses out. Battles there, has to be careful now because he's picked up the yellow card possibly for that celebration. Cannot afford to get himself sent off. Immediately hand of apology. Last thing Bengal Football Academy will want, and he's very fortunate there. It's a tackle from behind. Vidyut will take this free kick. Step forward with the first header. Murmu. Peel off there as restricted pass down the right-hand side. Looking to push and run. And get the cross into the box. Waits for a bit of support. Trying to prevent the corner. Let's keep the ball in play. Cross comes into the box. Not really measuring that well. Not for a goal kick. Ten minutes into the second half. Bengal Football Academy is scoring early into the second half, courtesy of Shrikanta Soren. He's then taking control of the match here. And gotten the early goal. They feel that they have the impetus to go out there and try and win this match now. Here's Datta. Right down the left-hand side. Clever. Try and play that with the outside of his boot. Defending to try and just deflect that back to the goalkeeper. Clearly here, the coaches talk about second balls, how important they are in terms of trying to start off an attack. Vidyut, number 8 for Maden Football Academy. Shift that down the left-hand side. Out for a goal kick. Now looking a lot more controlled in their play. Okay, there from Joe Soren. Keeps the ball nicely, but the foul being given. Cleared by Anik from distance. And Roy once again happy to sweep up. a bit more from Maden Football Academy Foundation in terms of just trying to get the ball on the ground and hop it around here. It's been pretty much one-way traffic. Good battle there, but you can just see now Bengal Football Academy playing with a lot more intensity. That's Harna Roy once again on the deck here. Not sure whether or not we'll be able to continue here. It's the second time that he's gone down. Tried to test out that knee, whether or not it was okay, but not able to possibly carry on. We'll wait and see whether or not Harna Roy will be able to soldier on. Have to be very careful with their number one. Substitution here for Maden Football Academy. They needed something to change here. Bringing on Arshal Todu very shortly here, and he will replace the number 7, Sujit. Well, heading into the final half now. Another sting in the tail here. It feels that on the right hand side, Shubhadip Sardar has looked very lively, looking to manufacture a bit of space. Well defended, twists and turns, gets the shot, bobbles around awkwardly. Very well saved there by Abhijit Haldar, because they are there on rushing to wait for any sort of spillage. Very interesting half an hour with the game finally poised at 1-1. Both teams making changes. Oh, he's caught napping down the right-hand side. Can he get the cross away? Brilliant bit of chance to make it. Oh, what a save! And on the follow-up, he manages to clear that. Phenomenal last-ditch defending, and they needed every bit of that. What a save. What a save, man. That is brilliant. It was certainly for all money. Bengal Football Academy getting it 2-1. Brilliant play once again. Datta with the shot on target. Outstanding from Abhijit. Shubhadip Sardar once again down the right hand side, causing all sorts of problems. It's a completely different Bengal Football Academy side here in the second half. Maden Football Academy Foundation have not been able to keep the ball whatsoever in the second half. Something's got to give here. And on the right hand side, Ajay puts the ball into the box. Can he get the strike away? Oh, there was a chance there for Arshal, who had just come on moments before. Only giving them the lead here. Brilliant play from the skipper, and now on the counter attack, well defended. Stops the possible counter attack. Very Harshal picking up that position in the central areas. Wonderful work there from Ajay Murmu down the right hand side. Central areas immediately closed down. has come on with a point to prove, and he really has played very high level. Making his coach Govinda Saha just reconsider his starting 11 going forward. Just used the ball on that occasion, shifts it onto the right-hand side. Murmu peeling down the right-hand side, crunching challenge there from Hasda. He's lost out in the duel though. Ajay Murmu trying to keep the ball in play. He does very well. Oh, it's a sliding challenge. No prisoners taken there. Throw in for Maden Football Academy Foundation. Just cleared that out to touch there. Not just taken, but will be a corner now. Oh, just a throw in. It will take the throw. In the first ball. Down the left-hand side here, he's got a couple of options here. Subhadip Sardar only operating down the right-hand side, now finding himself on the left. That's a clever reverse pass. Lovely first touch. Good defending there from Bijoy. He had to win that. Won it clean as a whistle. Closer in, clever touch. A bit of play here. You can almost feel that the second goal is coming here. That's how good Bengal Football Academy have been 20 minutes into the second half. They've totally dominated proceedings. Come out a different beast in the second half. Full credit to the coach, Govinda Shah, of how he's got his instructions through and how his players are implementing it in the second half in terms of the press and the ability. The change has worked well. Gathasan's coming on has been very active in those forward areas. I'm sure that he fills in midfield too. Strong challenges, expect nothing less. Devraj Chatterjee, slightly concerned in the manner in which the second half has gone on here. I've been very pleased with the first half, but in the second half, turned on its head. Some throw in here, now looks to play that expansive pass, asking a lot out of his winger. Oh, that's a brilliant pass, really. My word, it's sensational in terms of the fade that he gets on it. Keeps the ball alive. And is there if he wants him. Instead, tries to go by himself. And now the counter charge is on here on the left-hand side. Brilliant bit of play. Needs a bit of support though. And the Football Academy Foundation have had attacks few and far between in the second half. And hits the ball here. Brilliant play as the switch of play is on. Might be offside. Yep, yes. Critical phase now coming up in this match. 7 minutes on the clock. Football Academy. The one change with Marshall coming on for Sujit. Bengal Football Academy. They made that half-time change, and since then, really look back. They're coming on for Rangan Barua, and they're getting an early goal, and now he's through on goal here. Might go for the chip. Oh my word, that is sensational. What a goal that is. You can only applaud the quality of finish, the confidence coursing through his veins. He is ice cold with the chip, and Bengal Football Academy do turn things around here. It's a brace for Shrikanta Soren, keeper of his line. But that goal is special. And it bobbles around awkwardly. That is ridiculous. He scores screamers every game by the looks of it. Shrikanta Soren early in the second half, halfway through the second half. They go long again as Govind Saha side have turned things around here in the second half. Brilliant stuff. Shrikanta Soren with two different types of goals. One a poacher's finish, and the second, wow, you can only applaud. Just the confidence. He could have run and had a more orthodox finish. Such is the confidence of the number 10, backing himself. That's a lovely grass cutter of a pass there, beautifully done. Football Academy have come out in the second half with a point to prove here. Lovely turn. Ooh, he's asked the question. The referee right there. Sharp turn there from the centre forward. Just record a bit of space. Have a look at this goal again. You will not get tired of looking at that goal again and again and again. And you can see the reaction from the bench. Into the 70th minute as Datta takes the corner shot. Changes the angle there. Ooh, the back post header there for Nadar goes wide. Ball nicely down the right hand side. Now, Maden Football Academy Foundation will have to come out and play. The offside, he is on and playing a ridiculously high line at the halfway line. 20 minutes remaining in this match. Bengal Football Academy turning things around in the second half here. Now, full of confidence, looking for the third goal now. Completely dominated proceedings. They've hardly allowed Maden Football Academy Foundation a sniff here as he is defending and the goalkeeper sweeps up. It's not offside. Surprising call there and very calmly done there from the centre half. Or whatever is said. These are the times where you'd love to hear what the coach has said in the 15 minutes. Work like a treat. The intensity has changed. Short passes have been crisp. They're getting their number 10 involved in very dangerous areas. Should be comfortable for Arnav Roy, who's moving well now. A couple of occasions. Needed a bit of medical assistance, but seems to be moving well now. Looking for that left-hand ball. Chance here, strike, it's on target and it's a goal! It's 3 in the second half. It's a hat-trick. Shrikanta Soren, everything he's touched has turned into goals. 3 different types of finishes, equally as impressive as Bengal Football Academy have turned things around in sensational fashion. They have been magnificent in the second half. Shrikanta Soren, nothing to stop him. That is a cracking goal on his left foot. You could see his reaction, visibly emotional, as he has turned things around here. Kolkata Soren, this second half performance is one for the books. Coach Govinda Saha is so pleased as Datta picks up a yellow card by the looks of it. Three different types of goals. One, a poacher-like finish inside the box. The second one was a thing of beauty in terms of the chip of past the goalkeeper. And the third, 70 minutes on the clock on that left-hand side, finding the bottom corner in sensational fashion. Tight angle, classy finish. And it seems the Bengal Football Academy now just breathe easy. Kolkata Soren has given a masterclass in finishing. Devraj Chatterjee will not be happy with the second half, what he's seen and how his team have dipped in levels, but also will be the first one to acknowledge the class of Bengal Football Academy in the second half. They've played at a very high level, made it very difficult for Football Academy Foundation to really cope. Going to the box, well defended. Touch there from further to bring that under. The long ball forward. Ooh, there's a bit of a challenge there from Bijoy. Caught him with the elbow on the side of the head. Kolkata Soren again making those central runs, and yep, that is a nasty one, unfortunately, for Kolkata Soren to absorb. Side of the head. It's the forearm rather than the elbow. Bordering on dangerous play there, but Coach Govinda Saha now will be a much different man here in the second half. What a tactical performance he has delivered. Everything that he has done in the second half has worked here. Changes that he has made, instructions that he has given. Be a happy man now in the second half. Around 15 minutes plus added on time remaining in the second half. Bengal Football Academy, absolutely perfect. The Reliance Foundation Youth Sports here in Kolkata. They're a team that can stop them. By the looks of it, nope. They should get their hands on the trophy here, as once again another dominating performance. We saw the first half. I think that maybe, just maybe, this would be the game that Bengal Football Academy finally dropped points here. What they didn't account for was Bengal Football Academy roaring back like lions in the second half. Idiot. The pass forward. Be a foul there, and it is, and it's a free kick in a interesting situation here for Indian Football Academy Foundation. Over 20 yards out. A very interesting position, and it will be a grandstand finish. Maden Football Academy can pull a goal back. Roy making sure that his ball is set perfectly. Deep Das, who scored the opening goal. It's about the 20th minute. Try and get a brace here. So deep as he's lining this one up here. He's going to let this go for Bidyut. Back himself here to get this up and over the wall. Deep with the strike, drills that through. It's an excellent save. Arnav Roy, not just in the first attempt, the ball squirmed away, made sure he got that under control. That was a cracking strike. that with pace and low down. Sikdev was there. Try and feed on straps. Here's the counter charge. Bengal Football Academy here. Great job. Oh, what a strike that was. My word, has he nearly taken the cover off the ball there on his left foot. Sahib hits that with tremendous amount of power. Combination of goalkeeper and post keeps it at 3-1. Phenomenal strike there. Great balance. Kept his feet nicely. Return here onto the right hand side. Murmu. It's his run. The onside. For a bit of combination play. Vidyut. This touch is heavy. Just goes too much of it. Now down the left hand side. Now looking to venture forward. He's trying to go for goal. And comfortably gathered by Avijit Haldar. Chance is taken. Just cleared that away. A few minutes away. We head towards the final phase, the final 10 minutes. Feels that Maden Football Academy's foundation's resistance has been finally broken here. It's a measured second half, but once you score early in the second, that's a foul throw again. It's the third time that we've seen in this match. With the latest to just hand possession back. Bengal Football Academy put in quite the effort in the second half. Debra Chatterjee will be urging his side to try and get a goal in the next 5 minutes here to make it a grandstand finish and put the pressure back on Bengal Football Academy. And that's the physical and mental conditioning of Bengal Football Academy. Even when they have a first half below their standards, they have enough in the locker come out in the second half and put on a performance like this. But it does help when you have someone like Shrikanta Saren as well, who has shown unbelievable finishing prowess. 3 goals of different kinds, and each one you can just stand up and applaud. The second goal, I mean, we have to see that on loop again and again. Such was the quality. It was an audacious chip, but so assured from him. 10 minutes now. Football Academy Foundation. Foul there. He's going through the knee on that occasion. Comes down there, just closed down. Skipper Ajay Murmu just having a fight there with real power as Ansta is sitting back up, which is the good news. The game has been played with intensity and fight. Cannot fault either team in terms of that department. Nine minutes for stoppage time remain at the Machpara Stadium. Skipper puts that forward. Starts comfortably. They win the duel here. Nicely done. Looking to turn here. It's given away by Sarkar. And leaves the ball short. Sarkar goes biting into the challenge. Referee in the perfect position to spot the foul. Channel pass. Chased down here by Arshal. Not too many touches it's coming on. A half chance. Just as he came on with his very first touch. Skipper Ajay Murmu down the right hand side. Played the cutback, but Arshal couldn't get the contact that he was hoping for. Well, the bench looking a lot more calmer now for Bengal Football Academy. Coach Govind Saha masterminding the second half comeback. Another break of play here. You can see in the background. They're warming up for the second game, which will be coming up right after this one. The action comes thick and fast from the Reliance Foundation Youth Sports. Looks for the switch, comfortably defended. Counter charges on here. Looking to add the insurance goal. Bobbles around awkwardly. There's a chance here. He muscles his way, finds a bit of space, feeds it onto the right-hand side. Good defending. Another high line here, but offside flag wasn't going to be raised. Oh, what a pass that is! And good bit of defending in from deep, just looking to open up the pass. Nice feed on it. Now coming on for Libra Chatterjee's men. And yellow card brandished. Referee taking charge of the situation. Number 17, Anupam. Looking to come on here. Anupam Ganti will be getting about 5 minutes of normal time here as he replaces Sarkar. Aniruddha Sarkar, who's had a game in midfield, has been all action, covering a lot of ground in the second half. He knows that his powers have been nullified. On the right-hand side, it's been a productive area here. Skips past the challenge brilliantly. He's absorbed a couple of heavy challenges, but decides to stick the boot there. Philip Sardar, the man who started it all down the right-hand side in the second half, putting it on a plate for his number 10. From there, Bengal Football Academy have not looked back. 5 minutes now. Job almost complete for Bengal Football Academy. Absolutely spotless and rightfully the best of the under-17 bunch. Touch there to bring that down on the right-hand side. For the switch here again, look at the high line that they're playing. They're almost holding it at the halfway line, and the offside flag has been raised. That is such brave play, doesn't it? I mean, that is modern football, though, isn't it? Way back in the day, as defenders, we used to be camped just outside the box. Now you see centre defenders expected to play that high line and condense the pitch. Asking me to play at the halfway line as a centre half, I'd be ripped to shreds. But these players nowadays are just built different. Get away by Joe Seren. First touch. The forward pass, comfortably pouched. On the left-hand side, well defended. The burst forward, bit of space here, clever through pass to make it 4. Oh yes! In fulminating fashion, Bengal Football Academy have got their fourth, and it's in flourishing fashion. Wow, what a goal that is. And they've turned their roles around here. Shubhadev Sardar, who has been the man who's provided the goals, this time gets a through pass from Shrikanta Soren, and he has roofed it. The game now put to bed in the final knockings of the game. Govinda Saha's side have been a completely different animal in the second half. Almost unrecognizable what they did in the first. The quality of the performance in the second half has just been next level. The Maden Football Academy Foundation will be the first ones to acknowledge that they have been roundly out in the second 45. Down here, they win the ball back. Might be a foul there by Bijoy, and it is. He's committed a couple of fouls. Oh, Football Academy, no mood to stop here. What a pass that is! Just offside. Datta just plays lovely faded pass. Ooh, there's a good bit of defending there. Last-ditch defending. Good Govinda Saha will be adamant that his team do not concede now. 4-0 turned around in the second half after being a goal down at half-time. Number 9 and number 10 taking care of business. Sardar deserves a goal, doesn't he? I mean, for the performance that he has put down the right-hand side, as Vijay Murmu gets clattered there. Free kick opportunity in the final minute of normal time. And they get a goal back. It'll be a consolation, and nothing more. Vidyut just lining this one up here. As we're heading into 3 minutes of stoppage time. Bengal Football Academy and start to celebrate. What a tournament, what a campaign they've had. Vidyut looks to just curl that into the top corner. This goes wide. It's an attempt, putting that over the wall. Shrikanta Soren, no doubts that he will take the Man of the Match award for his scintillating second half display. 3 goals and an assist for the number 10. He wanted anything close to a perfect second half. He's pretty much delivered that. Right hand side was a foul. He could have very easily played on there, the referee, but decided to take corrective measures. And for number 23, the box, tries to win the knockdown header. Bengal Football Academy in the second half have just showed you one change and a few tactical tweaks make all the difference in the world. Pushed up high up the pitch, played the centre half nearly at the halfway line as a double substitution by Coach Debra Chatterjee. Stoppage time here as number 2 Amanat Ali and the number 15 Saqib Sheikh coming on here for a couple of minutes. The number 18 Sumit Ram. Now the players withdrawn. Ball in the midfield area here. Anisik there trying to just push and run, but comfortably defend that. Halfway through the stoppage time period as Arnab Roy. Not to show too much composure there. Last touch comes off the goalkeeper, and it's a corner for Maden Football Academy Foundation. Govinda Saha be absolutely furious if they do manage to score from here. And they take it short. There tries to get that in, and I don't think Roy has prevented the corner there. Take two. Final minute of stoppage time here. Going to the box, well defended. Good play there from Datta, who's had an excellent second half since coming on. In the final 40 seconds, as the left-footed drive goes out and hitting out on Roy. You just have to soldier around for the last 30 seconds here, but it's the third time that he's gone down. You definitely need treatment after the match. That right knee certainly taken a beating throughout the match. Good to see Roy back onto his feet. That right knee will definitely need a lot of rest and treatment in the second half, and somebody's suffering from cramps there. Is it Datta? Yes, it is. No one near him. It's just suddenly just seized up there. There's warm conditions, that's for sure, in terms of the amount of effort that they've put in the second half. But I'll just have to soldier on for the next few seconds here as we're past the 3 minutes of stoppage time. Bengal Football Academy getting the job done here in sensational fashion in the second half. I mean, that is a performance worthy of champions, isn't it? Went through a bit of adversity in the first half, but in the second, nothing to deny them. Shrikanta Soren with the hat-trick, then turning provider for Shubhadeep Sardar. Number 10 will be getting his hands on the Man of the Match trophy for sure. Some of the goals he scored in this tournament have been absolutely ridiculous. He's quite the sharp shooter. Let's take that free kick quickly.
Line in.
On the right-hand side, there's still one more here, Bengal Football Academy, and they have a corner, but the referee decides that is that, as Bengal Football Academy complete quite the turnaround in the second half, as they will be crowned the champions of the under-17 division. Coach Govinda Saha with the most impressive of team talks at halftime. They were down 1-0. He turned things around with one substitution, few tactical tweaks, and it's job done for Bengal Football Academy. Deep scored early in the first half, but in the second half, it was the Shrikanta Soren show. I mean, the goals that he scored, all different in their execution, but equally impressive. As we take you through some of the highlights in the second half, Shrikanta Soren scoring after Shubhadeep Sardar did very well to set him up here early in the second half. It just gave them that impetus to go on and dominate in the second half, and that's exactly what they did. Brilliant performance from the boys in white. Shrikanta Soren scoring different types of goals. Shubhadeep Sardar down the right-hand side caused all sorts of problems. Datta nearly scored after coming on, that brilliant save, and this one, the highlight of the match. A picture-perfect chip by Shrikanta Soren, the number 10, to get his brace on that occasion, and he had one more left in his locker with that left foot, finding the corner to complete his hat-trick. And if that wasn't enough, Shrikanta Soren decided that it's time to turn provider. 3 magnificent goals and then a quite quality assist to just slip through his centre forward, Shubhadeep Sardar. Maden Football Academy had a few pops at goal, but nothing that Arnab couldn't really take care of, as Saib cracked that against the post with his left foot. It was a highly competitive game of football, but played in a fair manner, and this one, the exclamation point. Shrikanta Soren sets up Shubhadeep Sardar to rifle that past Navjit Haldar in goal, and that completed the turnaround. 4-1 the full time, As we're all set for the start of the second game, this is me, Suraj, who commentated the first game, and I'm signing off for my colleague Kumar to take over the next game.